So often in store, we seem to be a first stop for people who have been diagnosed with a new thing they need to do with their diet or their wellness. So whether they are celiac, low FODMAP, need to embrace a keto diet, or want to cut out refined sugar, we often seem to be a number one destination on that journey. What we find when we start talking to our customers with these new diagnoses is that they're really overwhelmed. They don't actually know where to start. They're feeling completely out of their depth, and they just really need some guidance onto what is the next logical step to take. They're in pain emotionally, they're often in pain physically, and they can often be really beating themselves up because they don't have any knowledge to help themselves at this point. I'll never forget this conversation with a mum of a young boy I'd known for quite a few years who was neurodivergent. She had been working on minimizing the gluten in his diet for a period of time. It was something that she was willing to try because it seemed like a reasonably easy thing to implement with some pretty great possible outcomes. What I learned from her about 6 months into his new gluten-free diet was this young boy that struggled to communicate and think clearly was actually really starting to thrive. He could communicate more clearly with his mum. This young boy went from being virtually non-verbal to being able to communicate and interact with his mum. This small but significant change was put down to a gluten-free diet, a clean gluten-free diet, and this new ability to communicate with her young son was an absolute game changer in quality of life. For me, being able to watch this unfold is actually probably one of the most rewarding things that I've witnessed in these 4 walls, and it really was just a simple tweak in a gluten-free diet. So here's some tips for you. So I would suggest that if you have been, or if you are needing to pivot your diet and make some changes, that you don't actually try and overhaul your whole diet at once. Just make some small changes. So keep eating the same things and just start swapping in and out certain ingredients or different products. So continue eating toast but pivot to a gluten-free bread. Continue eating pasta and include a gluten-free pasta. So really just don't overhaul your whole diet. Keep it nice and simple, because having some wins in the early days will help propel you onto the next bigger part of the picture. I think it's really important to remember to ask for help, or to find somebody that you can trust to ask for guidance. Remembering that when you get this newfound information, even though initially it will be a little bit overwhelming, you will start to find that you very quickly feel much better, much more confident. Emotionally, you can have some wins and you can really start gaining that sort of positive forward momentum. Come and visit us in store and have a chat to us about some swap outs.